There's something that doesn't get talked about enough in this industry and most sales industries. There is a quality that needs to exist if you're going to win. Something that is essential for every sales professional to be able to operate at the top of their game. What do you think it could be? Persistence is very useful, for sure. It's not the one I'm looking for, but it's good. Consistency is entirely important, yes. Language is essential. Trust and expertise, these are all important factors. Building relationships, sure, that's important too. Say again? To be intentional, these are all important attributes. We're still missing the big one. Something you must have if you're going to win in a competitive marketplace. Say again? Passion, yeah, sure. Say again for me? Confidence. 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 If you do not feel confident, what are your chances of winning in a 3-horse race? You can have persistence, dedication, systems, you can have passion, you can have all those other attributes. But if you don't feel like you're a winner, what are your chances of winning in this industry? Stacked against you, right? Second place doesn't pay too well. No silver medals, no podium, don't get a national anthem, nobody brings you back and writes you up as a hero in your local town when you come second. First place pays well, second place doesn't pay at all, and the differentiator often between second place and first place in this business is confidence. Now the trouble is, if you have confidence without experience, what do you actually have? Arrogance. So that's not what we're looking for. True confidence comes from, I've been in situations like this a number of times before, I know how this is going to play out, therefore I got this. It's actually quite a calm resilience is confidence. It's not what often people think it would be. Yet here's a real difficulty. Success breeds success, correct? Ever been on a winning streak, like where everything you touch like turns to gold and you're stepping up to the next opportunity that before they've even opened the door, you're like, this is happening, I got this, we're going on the market next week, I'm going to get this sold for like no time at all, I already know who the buyer is, like you're so into it, you've decided you're going to win before you even engaged in conversation, correct? And then you have other days where you're like, I hope they might, maybe, potentially I got a chance, I mean, have I done enough research, do they like me, I mean, how does my hair look, should I have worn this, or, and we've all these second guessing scenarios, and what happens in those environments? We get second at the best. We need to have high levels of confidence. Yet success breeds success. However, you have to lose more than you win in order to win. Catch the paradox here? To be successful, we have to feel successful. Yet in order to be able to feel successful, we have to understand that success breeds success. Yet it's a numbers game, and we are going to lose more than we win in order to win. This is a riddle that is worthy of being able to work out. And here's how you work it out. Is you have to decide that there is more than one level of success. There isn't winning and losing. Because if there's only winning and losing, you're operating in black and white. Which means if you didn't win, you lost. And therefore you feel like and then you're showing up into your next opportunity feeling like trying to win. This is making it harder for yourself. If you can define success into shades of gray, you can cheat yourself into winning all the freaking time. If you win all the time, the question no longer becomes, did I win or did I lose? The question becomes, how much did I win by? How do you end up losing in this game? Is when you stop playing the game. That's where losing kicks in, right? Is when you decide to stop playing. Yet if you can reframe winning and losing to shades of gray, then what you can do is you can feel like a winner more often. Every conversation you step into, I'd invite you to think about at least 3 levels of success. At least 3. Level 1 is worst case scenario. What's the worst case scenario in this opportunity? You show up to the listing presentation, you meet a potential new buyer. What's the worst case scenario? The true worst case scenario. That's the outcome. The outcome could be they choose someone else. What is the true worst case scenario? You're not likely to die, are you? See, what we're doing is we're all seeing bad as worse than what it is. The worst that happens is you get to meet somebody new, that you get to learn a little more about them, they get to learn a little bit more about you, they understand where you might be able to add value in their life in the future, you get to learn how you might be able to add value in their life in the future. You grow your reputation. That is the worst that happens. Is that okay? Is it more likely to be helpful that you do something that grows your reputation than you stayed at home and do nothing? More likely. The easiest way to reach the ceiling is first raise the floor. If you raise the floor a little, you can reach a little higher. If you decide that the first level of success is, well, just don't fuck it up. Right? Just give a reasonable representation of yourself. Be as helpful as you possibly can to that person in that moment to achieve some form of clarity about what they want to do next. If you can help them with that in some way, even if you help them to not choose you, have you been helpful? Growing your reputation. Have somebody understand the value you could bring to their life in the future. Is that losing? No, it's winning, right? It's not the win you hoped for, but it is still a version of winning. That's worst case scenario. It's not as bad as you think it is. There's a worst case scenario you can control that's actually okay, not too bad. And then what you do, you set a second level of success, and you say, that's what I'm really here for. I'm really here because what I'm hoping to be able to do is to help this family decide that now's the right time to be able to go in the market. I'm looking to be able to help them choose to be able to do that with us because I believe that we are the best positioned team and organization to be able to make this happen for them. And I think, based on the information I have at this period of time, they should be running with us. So what I'm really here for is to leave with a signed listing agreement today. That could be what you're really there for. But what if you said, well, is there a third level of success here too? What if I was to reach a little higher? What if today was my birthday? What if in this one 90-minute consultation I could get everything I could ever dream of? What else could be on the dream list? I mean, geez, I could find out they're looking to buy homes for their kids. I could find out that they've got desire to be investors in the area. I could find out that they're highly connected with other people looking to do the same thing at this moment in time. I could find out that they're an employer in the area and they're looking to be able to relocate a dozen of their workforce to the location. I could find out that they love bourbon as much as I do, and we can talk about like all the favorite brands that we are looking to be able to add to our collection. I could find out that they also have kids that go to the same school, and we could hang out. We could be best their friends forever. Like, the list could go on and on, right? You could start adding to this heightened level of potential success to say, wow, look what I could maybe get out of today that could be like this endless, infinite list of possibility. See how we've made a different game of this? How much more fun is it when you step into an opportunity where you're not saying, do I win or do I lose? You're saying, how much do I win by? Change your frame of mind? Does it change what preparation looks like? Because even getting properly prepared, Steve, for a $100,000 opportunity is different than getting properly prepared for a $2.4 million opportunity. It's the same opportunity. You just get to decide how much of that slice of the pie that you're taking. Even if you went back through all of your past clients and that you think you won, I'm 100% certain that you only won a little. You didn't win all of it. There was more on the table for you to be able to garnish if you chose to look for it and then capture it. Instead, we say, like, I crushed that, got the listing, got it sold in 17 days. I'm freaking awesome. Look at me. And we just miss the big picture all the time. And the only reason that you miss the big picture is because you're looking too narrow. If you can raise your gaze and see what the bigger opportunity really is, you can start playing for that one. And then when you help them sell their first house and you collect your $100,000, you know, that's just one lap around the Monopoly board. We're still playing, right? That's all it was. We just passed go. That's all we did. We just passed go. Now we got the big journey of life that we're going to go on together. That was my interview. That wasn't my success story. That was my internship. Now I get to play the big game. It's a different mindset, right?